The Art Institute's encyclopedic collection offers thousands of ways to invigorate discussion in your classroom using object-based learning. This technique uses a work of art as a point of departure, helping your students gain a deeper understanding of whatever subject they're studying.
Using art as a vehicle to teach math, science, and history is actually one of the greatest secrets out there.
It does stimulate a lot of interaction in the classroom. It's a great way to get students talking to each other. Once you put a picture up, everybody can access the picture. Everybody can look at the pictures and it sparks ideas.
You don't have to be an art teacher to use reproductions of Art Institute masterpieces in your classroom. No matter which subject you teach, object-based learning is a powerful way to encourage critical thinking. But how do you get started? One way is to take advantage of a teacher workshop. At these programs, you'll meet teachers of all grade levels and academic disciplines and learn how they integrate art into their respective curricula. Many workshops feature role plays of gallery-based discussions, modeling activities you can do with your students.
Having a workshop here is really what gives me the confidence to go and do this in my own classroom. That opportunity to go into the museum and role play.
So let's start by asking who's in this painting.
So there's a younger man and an older man.
Okay, how can you tell one is younger and one is older?
By the position and by the size of the two people.
The museum educator took us through a line of questioning that could be applied to any painting, and then eventually he got us to narrow down on certain elements of the painting and actually write a story about what was taking place, and I even had to do some illustrating of my own story. The two fishermen worked together to pull the herring into the boat before the storm. It was a long but successful day out on the ocean.
Okay.
After role-playing, you'll also get to strategize and bounce ideas off the other educators. For example, how the work of art might apply to a particular academic subject.
The math is there. It's the beauty in the way it's divided up and how the older man is at the center. There's proportions that are involved there.
You could also talk about math in terms of measuring the distance and the height and, of the boat, right, and measure and count how many fish are there so far and how many more fish could the boat actually hold without tipping over or without sinking. So you could do an estimation of this space.
The workshop that we did with the teachers and the structure using that herring net piece was a nice startup for me in looking at other ways to connect with academic teachers.
In addition to workshops, the museum offers a large catalog of educational materials on its website, including lesson plans and self-guides, and links to other online resources. Use these professionally designed materials or gather ideas for your own customized lesson plan. Another great option is to visit the Crown Educator Resource Center. Located on the first floor of the Modern Wing, the center is a treasure trove with a professional staff to help you brainstorm ways to use the museum's collection with your students, and thousands of materials that you can acquire, such as teaching manuals, books, videos, and art reproductions. Armed with materials and ideas, you'll have everything you need to liven up your classroom.
Mr. Vickroy was a teacher I worked with, and he's a social studies teacher. He was more than happy to jump in and say, sure, let's use some of this stuff. And it was very insightful to watch them dissect this picture and create a whole scenario about the kind of life that these people were living.
Sometimes we do a press conference in which the members of the classroom are the press. The amount of critical thinking and creativity that students have to apply to their answers just lets you see everything they've been learning in a really fresh new way. It's totally student-generated.
The ultimate way to enrich your class's object-based learning is to let them see the real thing for themselves. Treat your class to a trip to the museum, giving them the chance to explore authentic works of art in a memorable, stimulating environment.
It's almost like they're seeing a rock star. They are so excited to see a painting if they actually know something about it. Once they've seen it in the museum and they put it into their memory and that excitement is already there, we continue working with the piece of artwork tying it into our curriculum as many ways as possible, because we know every time we take out that piece of artwork, it just ignites the learning in the classroom.
Everybody needs to be refreshed. Everybody needs to be invigorated and energized. And one of the best ways to do that, if you're feeling that you're stuck in a rut in your subject area, is to get out of that box. Come to an institution like this, where they have such a wide range of resources and they can help you to input a ton of activities into your curriculum. Drive down, get on the bus, bike down, walk down, whatever, come down here and try it out.